on whatever it is he's told to review or scores tickets to. This week, Love Never Dies. Nate.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to go to the opening night, and you know me, Stacey, I enjoy a good opening. With a small percentage of viewers who aren't female and or gay, who have tuned into this show just to drool over Stacey's tits, probably best you go outside and kick a footy or eat a meat pie or bash your wife for the next 3 minutes, because we're going to talk musical theatre. Last week in Melbourne, it was the opening of Love Never Dies, the city's latest production. Now, Love Never Dies is the sequel to the highest-selling musical of all time, The Phantom of the Opera. Yes, the iconic mask is back, ironically written by someone who needs to wear one, Andrew Lloyd Webber. Seriously, his face looks like it's from Ripley's Believe It or Not. Step right up, see the half-man, half-melted candle. Who would have thought musical theatre would start pulling out sequels? How very Hollywood of you, Andrew Lloyd Webber. Calling it Love Never Dies confused me at first. Why not call it a sequel we can all relate to? Like Phantom of the Opera 2, Lost in New York. Or Phantom of the Opera 2, Back in the Habit. Phantom of the Opera 2, Cruise Control. Or how about Too Phantom, Too Furious? Okay, I'm done. Don't judge this musical by its name, as Love Never Dies, it sounds like a defence for someone on trial for necrophilia. That hilarious joke's a bit of a thinker, so I'm going to give you 5 seconds to think about it. Get it? Necrophilia is someone who has sex with dead people. Dead people. Necrophilia. Love Never Dies as a defence for someone on trial for necrophilia. Got it yet? Love Never Dies took Andrew Lloyd Webber over 10 years to write. The gothic story takes place on Coney Island, a dark and mysterious place filled with midgets and circus freaks and Elton Child's lookalikes. The Phantom invites his old flame Christine to come sing at his new opera, but pretends he's not the Phantom, so she brings her family, and the Phantom doesn't want her to bring the family, and then Christina sings, and then he sings, and then other people sing. It all gets very confusing. Now, Love Never Dies copped an absolute slashing when it opened 2 years ago in London's West End. Critics hated it, Phantom diehards walked out mid-show, and there's even hate groups online. There's a Twitter account called Love Should Die, which is committed to retweeting people's negative tweets about the production 24/7. Some of the lovely tweets have been, well, paint never dries. No, love never dies, but it can end up on life support. Andrew Lloyd Webber has taken a dump on the Phantom. Someone shoot the Phantom and put us out of our misery. And my personal favourite, utter fucking shit. So with all this pressure to deliver such a pile of crap, what did this little homo think about the production? Well, let's make this quick. The straighties are almost back from kicking the footy and punching their wives. So here's my musical review. Someone told me I have to talk about the plot. Well, that's the storyline that is told through a narrative. And the acting, an intended behaviour of an individual for the purposes of a performance. The costumes, the things the actors wear, the set, the stuff standing behind the actors. Okay, this bit's dying. The songs, how about the songs? Well, they're average, very average. However, I will say the title song, Love Never Dies, sticks in your head for days. Let hopes pass, let dreams pass, let them die. And finally, the most important part of any review, the length. 8 inches, baby. I'm giving this musical 3 out of 5 Phantom masks. So check out the show if theatre, goths and Andrew Lloyd Webber's morbid fucked up face is your thing. Just when you thought we couldn't get any gayer, we headed down to the Zara opening this week. So check out the crazy ladies on the streets of Melbourne.
Damn, last Friday night, yeah, we danced on tabletops, and we took too many shots, think we kissed but I forgot. Last Friday night, yeah, we maxed our credit cards and got kicked out.
Okay, hey guys, I am Nutty from Scoop TV and we're down here to film the opening of Zara, and to be honest, I have seen lines on Charlie Sheen's coffee table longer than this one. Apparently in Sydney they were lining up from 3 AM, but apparently people in Melbourne just cannot be bothered to get up that early for the opening of a shop, but we will chat to the ones that have been here for a while and see what they think. I'm down here with Wisey and John, and these guys have been rostered on for the early shift, handing out muffins and water to everyone in the crowd. How'd you get on this shift, boys?
Just helping the boys out from Tommy Collins. Just asked us to come down and help out. Look, I think my girlfriend told me to when she found out it was Zara.
Of course. How about you guys? Are you going to be shopping today?
Yeah, definitely. This guy, he goes to Greece and Serbia all the time to just go to Zara, and he says such good things about it, so I thought I'd come to it.
That's great. Are you guys drunk? And do you girls work? Yeah. Oh, great. So you're going to go to work after this, yeah? No. Oh, you are? With all your shopping bags? Fantastic. And are you guys excited for the Zara opening?
Extremely excited.
He's actually first in the line. He's got a muffin reserved in his spot. So good luck for the rest of the day, boys. Thank you.
Thank you.
And guys, Zara, open. And the crowd in Sydney apparently was like massive compared to this. Why do you think no one in Melbourne is getting up so early for the opening of the shop?
Because we're very lazy. They'll be here at lunchtime.
Yeah, see, there we go. All right, thanks, guys.
Getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
Tonight, live and slide.
Welcome back. You are watching Scoop TV. Stacey June here with you. And coming up next is our special segment, so special that we're pulling in the big guns. Celebrity guests join us week in and week out to answer your relationship questions. And not just any relationship questions, questions about your sex life. You can tweet us with your question, twitter.com/scoop_TV or facebook.com/weeklyscoop.
Hi there, Shura Taft here. Just doing a bit of reading about wisdom and thought it probably is time to scratch your itch and impart some of my own upon you. Well, it's an interesting question because let's go to the root of the question, which is that all men are capable of bromance. Now, bromance is something that is a simple thing, harks back to the days, medieval times in fact, men felt strongly towards other men. Whether it's a pat on the bum, kiss on the cheek, as you see in many Middle Eastern countries, that is the feeling that men have for other men. However, what you're asking is, have you ruined a friendship? And yes, you probably have. Because if you want to bum your friend, then he's probably not going to want to be friends with you. Unless he feels the same way. And if he doesn't, you've lost a friendship. But if he does, you're in for some good gay times. Well, what goes on another man's pants is none of my business. However, if you've got a bend in your penis, you've got something special there, my friend. And you're ahead of the game because of this. You're going to be amazing at genital origami. I'm talking about the wristwatch. I'm talking about the revolving restaurant. I'm talking about the hamburger. You're already one step ahead of every other man. So I wouldn't worry about the bend. If anything, you're a genetic super freak. Well, this segment might be called Scratch My Itch, but personally, that's disgusting. I don't want to hear about what's going on down there. I'm all for manscaping and cleaning it up because everyone knows that if you trim the hairs around the outside of it, it's going to look a little bit bigger. However, no one's going to want to put their mouth on something that looks like an allergic reaction. So perhaps next time, think about what you're doing before you do it. Listen, women have been trying to get out of swallowing semen for many, many years. This has gone on for centuries. And I think there's something that we can do about it as men. We can put them to the test. It's called the blind test, or as I like to call it, come on, taste it. What you need to do is get 3 different cups and fill them with a viscous, warm liquid. Could be anything, really. It could be a congee, could be some sort of Asian food that is thick and disgusting, but one of them has to be your little swimmers. Get her to taste them one by one, and you'll soon find out whether she really is allergic to your semen. Because what happens is, if she drinks your one and there's no allergic reaction, then she's clearly not, and she's just a liar. But if she is allergic, you'll have to call an ambulance. Yes, it's a good question. And let's be honest, all men, and most women, I should say, enjoy masturbation. It's natural, it's healthy, it's fun. It's the most fun you can have with Mrs. Palmer and her 5 daughters. However, if you want to get your husband to do more with you sexually, perhaps you should try this. First, take a and take a fist and stick it up his ass, and then until it breaks off, make sure you put it right in deep and jam it in there. And once he's saying me, yes, yes, do it to me, slap him over the face with a fist and his until he's off no more. And once he's done that, he'll definitely be yours forever. That said, every man has a stash of tissues nearby because he never knows when a wank might come on. It's just one of those natural things.
Now, coming up and lastly for tonight on Scoop TV, we are going to have a look at a clip of a gentleman who's had quite a good weekend. And if your weekend coming up is going to look anything like this, I reckon you're winning. That is it from us here at Scoop TV tonight. We hope you enjoyed the show. Check us out on Facebook all week long to hear all the latest goss, as well as following us on Twitter. We will be with you next week, every Friday night, right here on Channel 31. So till next week, I'm Stacey June, and have a bloody fabulous weekend.